Mike Tomlin has spoken about the New York Jets. We have all the important clips. We're going to break it all down as we go behind enemy lines. Jet Steelers is rapidly approaching. We get you ready. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to my lovely abode. This is Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcasts. Welcome here. We're on a Wednesday, September 3rd. Tomorrow is Cowboys-Eagles, the NFL season opener, baby. So I'm so fired up. We're going to break it all down for you. As you guys hop on in on YouTube, whether you're watching live or after the fact, like the video, hit subscribe, baby. It's your number one stop shop for all things New York Jets. 24/7, 365. Let's ride. And I'd like to give one quick shout out. Dre Correa, we have made contact and he will be getting his raffle prize coming up very soon. The scrolling ticker is for our prize for this month of the raffle. We will talk about that in a little bit because we've got some New York Jets action to get into here on the program, including, before I get there though, MFC gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Mother effing chew. Let's go. By the way, that membership just went to Jack Dooley, 68. Jack Dooley, 68. You're now a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club and MFC. You have a raffle ticket for a contest. All right, I'll show it real quick. Here you go. Here are all the prizes that are available this month. A random vintage Jets player t-shirt, blast in the past. A New York Jets sideline hoodie. A one-of-a-kind Jet Zone banner with my co-host, who was my co-host at the time, Ty Butler, ESPN New York. It has an inside look at MetLife Stadium, big-ass Jets banner, and we'll give you a brand new New York Jets polo as well. So all of those wonderful prizes could be yours. We'll gift that away on October 1st. To be eligible, all you have to do is spend $3 on the channel. So feel free. But let's get into some Mike Tomlin. One of my favorite things to do as a Jets content creator is to spend time going behind enemy lines and studying the media that the Steelers put out. Their Mike Tomlin press conferences, what the players are saying. We take that extra layer of detail for you Jet fans so you guys can hear things you normally don't hear. And I will tell you, there's a lot of interesting things to get into here with Tomlin. One of the things I wanted to get into here on Mike Tomlin is the revenge angle, right? This game is overflowing with storylines. Aaron Rodgers faces his whole team, the Jets. Justin Fields faces his whole team, the Steelers. Mike Tomlin was asked if he prepares any differently facing quarterback Justin Fields, a guy who started games for him last year, versus any other quarterback he would prepare for on a week-to-week basis. Let's go to Mike Tomlin.
Is it any different preparing and game planning for a guy that started games for you last season?
Not really. To be quite honest with you, I just think it's a lot of that in today's game. People move around. I'd imagine, they're pondering similar things on the other side, and so from that perspective, it'll be fair.
I agree with that last point by Tomlin. It's sort of the same advantage or disadvantage if there is one either way. The Steelers believe they know intimately or know Justin Fields intimately, rather, and the Jets the same way for Aaron Rodgers. Now, the difference being is the Steelers staff that were all around Justin Fields are predominantly all there. Arthur Smith, Mike Tomlin, etc. So there is an inherent advantage there. The Jets, 99% of their staff is gone, not named wide receivers coach Sean Jefferson. So we'll see if that at all plays a factor. But he says basically, hey, man, we're both at the same place there from that perspective. Speaking of the revenge angles, I thought this Tomlin response was hilarious when asked about, sort of Aaron Rodgers heading into this thing. Let's go back to Tomlin.
Mike, do you have a sense for what this game means for Aaron to start out going back into MetLife and playing his old team?
I don't because he's just been doing it so long. I'm sure he's capable of compartmentalizing that. If it means anything to him more than a normal game, he probably wouldn't tell you. And so, we're going to go play football.
If the game meant anything more to him than a normal game, I'm sure he wouldn't tell you. Tomlin's so direct. I love it. And it is, we'll see though. He wouldn't tell you. Maybe he won't say it from that perspective, but Aaron Rodgers is inevitably going to speak this week. I've not heard from him yet. And, there might be a little juice because all we have to do is go back to that Pat McAfee interview, folks. Aaron Rodgers flies cross country in February to the New York Jets facilities, and 20 seconds in, according to Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Glenn leans across the table and says, "Aaron, are you playing football this year?" Rodgers responds, "Yeah, I'm interested." Aaron Glenn immediately, word of the day yesterday, immediately responds, "We're going in a new direction at quarterback." And that's where all hell broke loose, apparently, in the meeting. So, obviously, and Aaron Rodgers later described that whole process with the Jets as disrespectful and all these other things, and he was quite clear about that on the Pat McAfee show. I imagine that just didn't go away. So, I'm sure he's going to have some feelings, and we will see what he says about it. Now, let's get some more commentary, again, from our guy, Mike Tomlin here. He had a lot of interesting things to say. We'll get into a variety of those angles. So here's another thing. And I think a lot of people forgot about this, so it's worth reiterating. Justin Fields was the number one quarterback option for Pittsburgh, right? Everyone thinks that the Steelers just rejected Justin Fields. That did not happen. It has been confirmed by national people. It's been confirmed to me by Steelers people that I know that are very close to the situation. They confirmed to me. And one of those guys we're doing an interview with, so Boy Green Coffee Club, you're going to get early access to this interview. I'm recording it today with Alex Kozora. You'll get it before anyone else. He told me straight up, and he's one of the best Steelers insiders out there, that Justin Fields was the top option at quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Tomlin was asked sort of an interesting question at his media availability about how hard was it for him to walk away from Justin Fields. An interesting answer from Mike Tomlin.
In the end, Mike, how hard was it to walk away from the idea of Justin Fields as the quarterback this year?
It's free agency. It was not only our decision, it was his decision. And so it was mutual. There's a lot of moving parts in free agency. And so I wouldn't present it in the manner in which you asked it.
Because that manner in which he asked it suggested that the Steelers said, "Nah, we're good," and we walked away. And if Tomlin said, "Yeah, that's what we did," that would have been a lie because that's not what happened. Also, ESPN NFL insider Jeremy Fowler explained the whole situation on the Dan Patrick Show. I highly recommend going back if you don't believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. You can hear it from Jeremy Fowler himself on a national show and the Dan Patrick Show talking about how that entire Justin Fields Pittsburgh Jets thing all unfolded. I think that's fascinating. Here's something else that's interesting as it pertains to this week. If you look back at last year, the Pittsburgh Steelers struggled against quarterbacks that were mobile and sort of the mesh point of quarterback read options. The Steelers struggled against that on defense. Mike Tomlin was asked about those struggles, and with Justin Fields and Breece Hall coming in, could we be getting some repeat action? What do they need to improve? An interesting answer here from Tomlin.
Mike, you guys, Justin Fields and Breece Hall, two talented runners. You guys, other teams had success with the QB option run a lot last year against you guys. What do you guys need to do better so that if the Jets do bring that out, that you guys are better equipped this time?
I don't tote last year's bags. That's just an agenda that needs to be addressed this year in 2025. Quarterback mobility and the design run game component is a component of today's game. We've done things at a lot of levels to further strengthen ourselves. The acquisition of Derek Harmon and Y.A. Black being two components of it, but others. And we certainly have some schematic things up our sleeve that I won't disclose in this setting. But I just think that each and every year, particularly in today's game, the way it's trending, quarterback mobility, the design run game, the situational design run game associated with it is something that, 31 other defenses better be ready to address and planning for as well.
Mike, what's unique about the way Fields does it compared to others?
Compared to who? He's unique because he is who he is. He's stronger than most mobile quarterbacks. That's a component of his game that I think is unique. He's a really talented guy physically. He's not easy to bring down. He's got a real solid base about him. He's big. And so, when I think about what might be different, I think about his unique physical skill set. But in terms of schematics, I don't know that, the things that they do are going to be uniquely different from others. I think there's some global things that people do in that.
So that is an area where the Steelers have struggled. The Jets, I imagine, are going to incorporate a lot of that into the game plan, as they should, and force the Steelers defense to make some business decisions on whether at that mesh point, are they closing it on Breece Hall or Braylon Allen for that matter, or they're going after Fields, and then what comes thereafter. And yes, that's true, Fox Sports Talk. Fields is unique because he runs a 4.4, and he's a massive, tall, hefty guy there. That's a good point, too. Alon, how the Jets defend 12 and 13 personnel is the key to the game because they've got Pat Freiermuth, as someone mentioned earlier. They have Jonnu Smith. They're going to go jumbo. Now, Aaron Rodgers, historically speaking, outside of some Jermichael Finley days back with the Packers, most of his targets, historically speaking, aren't fed to tight end production. That hasn't been his bag. Now, that doesn't mean he can't throw to the tight end, but that's not normally his bag, so I'll be sort of curious with that, because we'll get into another question here in just a second about the wide receiver 2 drama that we've talked a lot about as well. Old Yank, thank you for bringing this up. So the only player for Pittsburgh that's been ruled out so far is Derek Harmon. That's their first-round draft choice. He suffered a serious knee sprain, so he's out for at least this week and probably multiple weeks. So Derek Harmon's out. And then it's an interesting situation to monitor with Cam Hayward. So if you guys follow my articles on Heavy on Jets, I highly recommend you do so. I try to cover the team with 3 or 4 articles every day on the New York Jets. On Cam Hayward's podcast, More Than Football or whatever it's called, This Is Just Football, something like that, something about it being beyond football. He was asked by his co-host, are you, Cam Hayward, going to be on the field Sunday? He said, we will see. And it's not an injury situation. As far as we know, Cam Hayward is healthy. Cam Hayward is in the middle of a contract dispute with the Steelers. Cam Hayward got a new 2-year, $29 million extension in September of last year. A year ago, he got an extension. But apparently he told the Steelers in that meeting, hey, after I get an all-pro in this upcoming season, I'm coming back to the table. And he said people in the room laughed, but he was dead-ass serious. He had a first-team all-pro campaign. He came back to the Steelers, and the Steelers like, we just gave you an extension. We're not giving you more money. And then it's caused this issue. He's held out of some stuff in training camp, so we'll keep an eye on that and see what happens there. So Cam Hayward said, we will see. This cryptic response like maybe he's not going to play in the game. By the way, that would be great news for the Jets. And I want to say this. As a competitor, I don't want any excuses. I want the Steelers' best players out there, and outside of Derek Harmon, no one else is rolled out. Their linebacker, Herbig, is questionable, so we'll sort of see his status. So I want them full strength. Let's go full strength. Let's see what happens. But if there's something we can't control and Cam Hayward decides to sit out, that's great news for the Jets. Cam Hayward's awesome. Even at the ripe age of 36, he was a first-team All-Pro last year. He gets involved all over the place in the obvious ways of sacks and quarterback hits and things of that nature. Also, sneaky. He had 11 pass deflections last season. That can lead to interceptions. That can disrupt offense, all kinds of things. So Cam Hayward is a disruptive player. So if he wants to have an issue with the Steelers and doesn't want to play in week 1, all right, no issue here. That's what he wants to do. However, for what it's worth, Old Yank, who asked that question, Mike Tomlin was asked because the Steelers, the Cam Hayward podcast thing came out very early in the morning, and Tomlin spoke after the podcast thing went viral. He said, I fully expect Cam Hayward to play. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, let me go to another comment here. We had this earlier from Taylor real quick. Taylor Sterling. Mutual, didn't they offer him a contract? 1,000% the Pittsburgh Steelers offered Justin Fields a contract. They put a contract on the table. And here's the thing that sort of angered the Steelers, or whatever you want to call it, from everything I've heard, and I have some good information, is that the Steelers slapped a contract offer on the table and slid it over to Justin Fields. And they're not in the same room. This is just during the parts of free agency. And it's just sitting on the table. And Justin Fields is not doing anything. He didn't accept it. He didn't decline it. He's letting it sit on the table. And he's evaluating strongly the Jets' option while that offer's on the table. And the Steelers are trying to figure out what they're going to do. So they 100% offered him a contract. And apparently their guarantees in year number 2 weren't nearly as high as the Jets' guarantees in year number 2. And so apparently, though, like you put all the pieces together, the Steelers' number 1 option at quarterback, if they had their druthers, was Justin Fields returning. Arthur Smith really wanted to unlock other things and all these other things, apparently. But again, the arrogance from Pittsburgh. You benched his ass after 6 weeks. If I'm Justin Fields, why in God's green earth if I have choices? Am I going to go, oh, sure, I'll come back to you now? Hell no. Absolutely not. I don't care if you think I'm your QB1 option. Then you shouldn't have benched me for Russell Wilson. So those arrogant bastards, I just don't like the Steelers. I'm just going to be honest. Of course, all of our troubled, checkered playoff history doesn't help. But there's just like an elitist thing about Pittsburgh Steelers that just disgusts me. So, yes, they did 1,000% offer him a contract. It was on the table. But Justin Fields, while that contract was on the table, was talking to the Jets, which may have upset some people in Pittsburgh. We have 200 people in the room. Guys, like the video, hit subscribe. We're getting closer to 8,000 subs. Help me get there, baby. Tell all your friends. Spread the love. And also like the video. That helps get this Jet show in front of other Jet fans out there in the universe. Let's go to this because Alon was talking about, the jumbo personnel the Jets are likely to see. Well, not only is there a question in Jetsland about who's wide receiver 2, who's the Robin to Garrett Wilson's Batman. Jake Klein in our comment section asks that every day. Well, apparently they're having those same questions in Pittsburgh because they got DK Metcalf, but who the hell is wide receiver 2? Mike Tomlin talked about why the wide receiver 2 thing is overrated, over talked about. Let's get into it. Mike Tomlin and Aaron Glenn feel the same about the wide receiver 2 debate, apparently.
Calvin Austin is filling that wide receiver 2 role. Just how confident are you in him and him?
I'm extremely confident in him, but I'm also equally confident in Roman Wilson and, and Jonnu and Freiermuth. I think, there's a lot of speculations and narratives about a quote-unquote number 2, and I just think in today's game it comes at you in a lot of ways. We certainly have unique depth and talent at the tight end position, and particularly in reference to new acquisitions. Jonnu is somewhat of a positionless player. Calvin is growing and has grown and made big strides a year ago. We've been really excited about Roman Wilson in team development, and so I'm less concerned about, quote-unquote, who occupies the number 2 position. It could be a variety of people depending on the circumstance. One thing is for certain, a talent like DK, dictates a lot of schematics. And so his presence is going to provide opportunities for others, whether it's Calvin, Roman, Jonnu, Freiermuth. It's not a big issue for me or for us.
So the thing I would like to say is you heard just there from Tom when he says having DK Metcalf forces basically a defense to make business decisions. Like they can't just run their normal defense when DK Metcalf is out there. What I'm hoping the Jets do is put Sauce mano-a-mano with DK Metcalf and ride that the entire game, and then we're playing 10-on-10 football with the Jets and Steelers, and I like that math. That's it. So hopefully it is a Sauce Metcalf action, and we go to town. Now, J-Boy says, that's still a question, guys. It's Josh, it's been Josh, it will be Josh. Right. People, Jet fans know literally who is the wide receiver 2 for the Jets, and that it's Josh Reynolds. But I don't think they're satisfied with the answer being Josh Reynolds. So, yeah, when I ask who will be the wide receiver 2, not literally, obviously it's Josh Reynolds, but in a philosophical sense of who's going to be the guy that steps up to the plate, and it doesn't have to be a labeled wide receiver 2. It could be someone else. Could be Arian Smith. Could be Alan Lazard. Could be, I don't know. Who knows? Tyler Johnson on a practice squad elevation. Who knows who it's going to be? But I'm asking it out into the ethos, and so are Jet fans. For sure. All right. So off that wide receiver 2 comment, the Jets got to be prepared because they've got Jonnu Smith. They got Pat Freiermuth. Of course, Jalen Warren, who they just paid in the backfield. Let's not forget about Jalen Warren. They got the rookie Caleb Johnson, which Alon will never let us forget about, obviously. Roman Wilson, Calvin Austin. They've got some opportunities there on offense. They got some guys. Someone just asked how many, I think that was, there it is, NC Green. BG, how many more till 8,000? 67 subscribers away. We're 67 subscribers away from 8,000. So, hey, out there in the universe, if you're not subscribed to the Boy Green channel, we talk New York Jets literally every single day. Boy Green Daily is live every bleeping day at 7:30 in the morning. So we always give you Jets content and cool interviews. I mean, there's just so much we give you. So, guys, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. I believe we have one more Steelers comment to get to. Let me see here. Yes, let's get to this. Tomlin, nope. Okay, we got to all of them. All right, I thought we didn't. Okay, beautiful. We did get to all the Tomlin commentary. Excellent. Hey, look at this. NC Green, baby, with a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let's go. Every time we get 5 memberships or more gifted, well, we've got to go to a video package, baby.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
As do I, John Gruden, as do I. By the way, John Gruden was just honored, brought back into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers family after being ostracized for some extracurricular activity, which you guys can get into perhaps on your own time. By the way, NC Green, you are now number 1 in our raffle this month with 5 raffle tickets. Appreciate you. Let's read the 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Appreciate you. All right, let's see here. Who do we got? Tampa John. Speaking of Tampa, shout out to Tampa John. We got Andrew McAllister. We got 3D Boxing. We got Billy Milanovic. Moonlight Wolf. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club, so appreciate you. Thank you to NC Green, who has 5 raffle tickets for a contest. Here you go, baby. This is our contest this month. We got a New York Jets sideline hoodie. That's what they wore on the sideline. Your favorite players for the New York Jets wore on the sideline this past season. Got a New York Jets polo, both brand new. We got a one-of-a-kind Jet Zone banner with my former co-host Ty Butler, who's now a bigwig at ESPN New York. And it's got a beautiful picture of MetLife Stadium in there in the middle of a Jets game. It's pretty cool. Plus, we've got a New York Jets player vintage T-shirt blast from the past. So all those items will go to a lucky person on October 1st, which will just be a few days before our tailgate special for the Jets-Cowboys game. So it is going to be a lot of fun. And again, another congratulations to our guy, Dre Correa. Because he's going, we've identified it. We've reached out, and now he's going to get his prizes that are coming in there as well. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Our number 1 Austrian Jet fan, baby, getting involved. Lego. Gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Our number 1 Austria Jet fan now has 4 raffle tickets so far this month. He remains in second place behind our boy NC Green. By the way, that membership from number 1 Austrian Jet fan went to FPP 1215. You are now a member to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Baby, I'm so excited for Jets Steelers. I'm excited for friggin' Cowboys Eagles. Oh, man, we've got so much action. It's going to be awesome. Absolutely friggin' awesome. So let's go. I'm so ready for the football season. By the way, right now on YouTube, we have 43 likes, I see, after a refresh button, but we have over 120 people in the room. So people, what are we doing? Make sure you guys like the video. It's free to do. Just get used to it. As soon as you come in the room, boop, just make it a part of your daily routine, baby. It's helps the YouTube algorithm get this Jet show in front of other fellow Jet fans. So please, let's go. We'll open up the phone lines here in just a minute. Like I said, we're going to be dropping our Steelers interview. We're recording it and dropping it today for Boy Green Coffee Club members. Another perk of being a Boy Green Coffee Club member. You guys are going to get full access to that probably 24 hours at least before anyone else in the public. So you guys will get that interview. I'll do a one-on-one interview with Alex Kozora talking all things Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll also have a Jake Asman interview dropping on the Man Shot Show at Boy Green Digital talking Jets Steelers. So we'll have Jake Asman today. We'll have Alex Kozora today. We'll have NFL insider Matt Lombardo, who normally joins us every Sunday on the show, will be joining us for my live show on the MC Show digital YouTube channel, talking about the top storylines of week 1. That comes up at 11 o'clock. So content, and oh yeah, more content, baby. That's why you should subscribe to the gosh darn channel for all the content we're giving you guys. So again, the only player out for Pittsburgh at this point officially is Derek Harmon. He is their first round draft choice. Who sprained his knee during the preseason. And then Cam Hayward is a little bit up in the air. He left a very cryptic response. We'll sort of see what happens from that perspective, if anything changes there. More memberships raining from the high heavens. It's my guy, Ed Vargas, baby. 5 memberships or more, y'all know the gosh darn rules, baby. Can we bring that back, please? How many times do I have to say that? I don't know, but can we please, for the love of everything that's holy, bring that back? That deserves to be back. Why it ever left is beyond me. That's above my pay grade, I suppose, but that's neither here nor there. But Ed Vargas, you're now tied for the top spot in the leaderboard, baby, with our boy NC Green with 5 raffle tickets. Let's read the 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. We have Dr. New York Jets. Wait a second, YouTube. Dr. New York Jets 856. We have Michael Chipowitz. We have Big Sky Jets fan Joe Floyd and Trickhead. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Shout out to Ed Vargas, baby, who just picked up 5 raffle tickets. That's what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see Ed Vargas and his wonderful wife at our meet and greet. That's coming up. Our meet and greet is coming up on Saturday, October 4th at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant. We still have a few spots available, so if you're in the New Jersey area and you're interested, please reach out to me ASAP. All right, Austrian Jet fan gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Hey now. Wait a second. We've got a 3-way on top. Wow, wait a second. What? Oh, yes, we have a 3-way of action on the top of our leaderboard, baby. 3 people tied in first place with 5 raffle tickets apiece. I like the cut of some of these jibs. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Very nice. Okay. Let's ride, baby. Here is the latest member to the Boy Green Coffee Club. That is Brian Cantleberry. Brian, welcome back, my friend. Brian Cantleberry, another membership gifted from the high heavens. That's what we love to see. Abso-freaking-lutely. So thank you to our number 1 Austrian Jet fan, NC Green, Ed Vargas MFC earlier getting involved. I love it. Memberships continue to reign, baby. Let's ride. Like I said, I'm so ready for football. Yes, Anthony Beck's son, Rocco, I believe. He's at Iowa State. So shout out to Rocco. Yeah, hopefully he carves it out for his old man. I see posts from Anthony, his dad, about it all the time. Shout out to Rocco. Yes, another great college football weekend in Salon, for sure. Yes, absolutely. Our number 1 Austrian Jet fan wants Start Your Engines. I know I didn't play that one. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, if we get another 5 memberships, we'll do our Kevin James video. I'm sure we'll have that coming. Let me see here. Yes, everybody, if you are gifted a Board Green Coffee Club membership, you do have access to our Discord, where we talk New York Jets all the time. Old Yank BG, is Jermaine Johnson playing game 1? Absolutely, he's playing game 1. He just did media yesterday. I was carving up the Mike Tomlin stuff this morning, so I did not get to hear the Jermaine Johnson press conference from the locker room yet, or Sauces for that matter. So I have to catch up on that for one of our other shows in between this show and the next show. I'll catch up on that coverage. He is playing. Now, the question is how many snaps? Again, I think it's unrealistic to think he's playing 100% of the snaps. He's going to be on a pitch count. That would be my guess. The Jets want to be careful with Jermaine, which means, buddy, Jet fans, learn a lot of Michael Clemens, Tyler Barron. Who else do we got on the 53? Let me take another gander here at who else made the squad. Braden McGregor, before I even look it up, that's another one. Yeah, we're going to... Yeah, the Jets are, again, lacking guys. I mentioned Tyler Barron. Michael Clemens is in that group. Will McDonald obviously will be starting, but I was trying to look for depth guys. Yeah, they just don't have a lot of choices. That's basically the group of everybody I just mentioned. They could do a practice squad elevation, I suppose, but Jermaine is playing 1,000%. How long does he play? 20 snaps? 15 snaps? 25 snaps? And hopefully you just put him in there and, sick him on like a dog, like third long or things of that nature to get after Jermaine Johnson. But, again, maybe he'll surprise us and play a lot more. I just don't see it, if I'm just being honest. And honesty is a virtue. So I try to be honest. Fox Sports Talk. Let's go to our boy Steven, who sends in a YouTube super chat. Every time we get a super chat, we hear from my beautiful daughter, the one and only Zariah Luna.
Wow.
Thank you, my boy, Fox Sports Talk, for this. You picked yourself up a raffle ticket for our contest, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. And you're $1 away from another raffle ticket, so just keep that in mind. I'll update the scrolling ticker in just a second. Your question is this. BG, did you see CBS Sports analyst Chris Trapasso included Malachi Moore as one of the top defensive backs on his 2025 NFL preseason all-rookie team? I did. And the reason I saw it is because we have several writers on the Heavy on Jets staff now. And one of them, I believe his name is Jordan Foote. He wrote about that honor for Malachi Moore. And hey, man, that's a great honor. And shout out to Chris Trapasso. I used to do a lot of work with him in the radio world a bunch of years ago. I haven't done much with him recently, but shout out to Chris Trapasso. Malachi Moore's a really talented guy. It's going to be hard to keep him off the field. Again, even though technically he's not a starter, I think the unofficial depth chart did come out. So I'll have to pull that up from Rich to see. I feel like that would have been notable if he had cracked it. Let me see. I got the depth chart in front of me here. Yeah, Tony Adams is still the starter. So maybe at some point, inevitably, right, the Jets can't keep him off the field, and Malachi Moore is the opposite starting safety, although he is listed as a backup to Cisco, so he's not overtaking Cisco, but maybe he'll be versatile enough they'll slap out the other safety spot to replace Tony Adams, but we'll see. But the fact of the matter is this. They won't be able to keep him off the field because they're going to use him in a third safety role. I think they're going to have a lot of great packages for Malachi Moore. He played a rover position in college where he was sort of all over the place. That star position, depending on what college you play for, you have different names for it, but they're going to be able to use him in a lot of ways. They'll be able to go nickel. They'll be able to go corner. They'll be able to go safety. They'll be able to go blitzer. I'm really tantalized by what they could unlock with Malachi Moore. The staff can't hide their excitement. AG, every time he talks about him, says he's going to be this wonderful player. So, and AG, as we all have become pretty comfortable with, does not just blow smoke up skirts here, that he lays it all out there with his players. He's brutally honest. So he's really excited about Malachi Moore. I saw that because, again, my partner Jordan Foote at Heavy on Jets wrote about it. And let me see if I can pull any quotes from that story on the Malachi Moore column yesterday. Let's see. What did old Chris Trapasso say? Here it is. Quote, Malachi Moore was a glue guy in the Alabama secondary and looked apart for the Jets in August. On 85 snaps, he made 10 tackles, was only targeted once, allowing a single catch for 3 yards. He was well positioned on the back end at safety in Aaron Glenn's defense, and he got into some of the deeper level analytics about other things that he popped with. So, no, I did see it. Thank you for that shout-out, Fox Sports Talk. And, again, the Jets are going to get him on the field. Even though he's not listed as a starter on the unofficial depth chart, that is true. He's not. I fully anticipate that he is going to be a guy that gets a lot of snaps, a lot of opportunities, and I anticipate that happening. But great comment. Thank you for bringing that up. I think another thing that's going to help decide this game, I don't know if you guys asked a question about it. I'll open up the phone lines here in a minute. TJ Watt versus Armand Membu. Membu got a couple of times by Kayvon Thibodeau in that Jet-Giants preseason game. Now, I'm not worried about Armand long-term. I think he's going to be a wonderful piece to this offensive line puzzle, but in the immediate, the Jets better chip. They better do everything they can where TJ Watt is. Now, if TJ Watt ended last season in the final 3 or 4 games, he didn't get a sack. I'm not saying he's washed or anything, but what will be key for the Jets is to make sure they know where he is on a snap-to-snap basis. And Justin Fields can sometimes get out of trouble with his mobility for sure. But they're really going to need to have a plan for TJ. Highsmith, there's no slappy on the other side either. Apparently, Mike Tomlin said, like, any of his missed time over the offseason was maintenance. It's nothing to worry about. So Highsmith on the other side is another nasty player that can make some noise. So the Jets are going to just have to mind their P's and Q's all over the place. Fox Sports Talk saying Deion Walker, the Buffalo Bills, made the all-rookie list. I wanted us to draft him. And by the way, I went to Buffalo Bills training camp, as you guys know, and we got to do a one-on-one interview with Deion Walker. Oh, my God. What a massive human being. I was like I don't even know how to describe my size compared to him, but it was like non-existent. Like I was like, whoop, wimpy, hefty. Deal Walker, hefty. So I stood right next to him when we did an interview after Bill's practice, and good Lord, that guy is a huge dude. So I wanted him too. Now, again, he has, let me see if, pars defect. It's a spinal injury. So that's scary for a big guy and anything with the back, whether you're big, small, or anything indifferent. So obviously it was a risk, and his medicals caused him to fall to the third day of the draft. I would have loved the Jets to grab him. The Bills sniped us by trading up for him. We don't know if that would have been the Jets pick, but he would have made a lot of sense. Old Yank says, I like Clemens, just have to cut the extra stuff out. Other than that, he's good. He's going to get a lot of reps week one. We just got to hope that he curtails the extracurricular activity. For sure. Yeah, and he had some of those problems in the preseason, so we need him to figure it out. Yes, says the Jets Afterburner podcast says, like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, please do. And we're about to open up the phone lines here on the program. Before we do that, Yo Home says, who is DN4? McGregor? He will be seeing snaps. Yeah, let me see. I got the Jets unofficial depth chart here. So they've got Will McDonald, Jermaine as starters, and the top two backups are Michael Clemens and Tyler Barron. And as a matter of fact, the only other edge on the roster that they have listed on the chart is Braden McGregor. So it looks like Barron and Clemens are ahead of McGregor, but McGregor's still there. So like that five is going to get a lot of run, especially because Jermaine is like iffy in terms of how many snaps he's going to play. So really the front four are basically Will, Tyler Barron, Michael Clemens, Braden McGregor. So that is the group. That's why it is razor thin. That's why I would have made a veteran addition. Maybe they'll still make one in the future, but it's too late for this week and the game plan and everything that's here now. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, probably Barron is DN4, I would assume. So we have Jermaine, we have Will, we have Michael, and I would say Tyler Barron is DN4. But McGregor is going to be in that mix too, according to the depth chart anyway. So we'll take that for what it is. All right, more questions to answer, more comments and everything else. But let's do this. Let's take a HEP timeout. This quick video package, and you guys will be allowed to call into the show if you guys would like to. We're streaming live on the Facebook page at BoyGreen25, Twitter at BoyGreen25, and YouTube at BoyGreen25. If you guys would like to call in, the only way to do that is on the YouTube. That is youtube.com/BoyGreen25. More coming up after this.
Boy Green daily, Boy Green daily, Boy Green daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green daily, Boy Green daily, Boy Green daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Paul Eston Jr., Boy Green. We're a day away from NFL football. That's the Philadelphia Eagles in the ring ceremony hosting the Dallas Cowboys, the Micah Parsonless Dallas Cowboys. That'll be tomorrow. Of course, Jets Steelers Sunday, September 7th. We'll carry you all the way through with a ton of coverage. I'm looking forward to it. Woody 3 will be back this weekend. Hop on Pop this weekend. Matt Lombardo this weekend. Bob Lederer on Friday. We'll react to a little bit of what we saw in week one for the Cowboys Eagles game. Plus, obviously, get ready for Jets Steelers. So we've got a ton coming for you guys in terms of content today. Like I said, it's a busy day. Alex Kazor, that interview will be in the early afternoon. Jake Asman will be in the early afternoon. Matt Lombardo at 11 o'clock. And so the content keeps flowing, baby. It is all over the gosh darn place. Let's jump over to the phone lines. The Hepster's with us. What's up, Hep?
Hey, Paul. Any news on the center, on the offensive line situation? Is Tippmann playing center? Do we know yet?
So the unofficial depth chart came out, and our starting centers are Joe Tippmann and Josh Myers. So they're listed right on top of each other on the depth chart. So the games continue. Again, I'm not exactly sure how much sleep Mike Tomlin is losing over whether Joe Tippmann is snapping the ball or Josh Myers. But you know what? At the end of the day, whoever, I think part of the reason for me, although we got a lot of positive news, I forgot to get to this, so I'm an idiot. All the injury returnees. Sauce Gardner was at practice. John Simpson was at practice. And I'm missing somebody else, too, that was also at practice that was up in the air. I'll get that information before the end of the show. But the John Simpson one was a big one because I said, oh, maybe they're not saying the starting center because if Simpson's out, then both guys are playing. But with Simpson returning to practice, our focus reshifts back to whoever's starting at center. Again, I'd be surprised if it's not Joe Tippmann on Sunday, September 7th. But you know what? I'm going to have to just trust the Aaron Glenn regime. They have all the information, and hopefully they make the best choice for the squad.
Yeah, that's all I got for today. I was just curious about that. It's still up in the air, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. Appreciate you,
Thanks,
pal.
guys.
There you go. Yeah, again, on the unofficial depth chart, they are listed right next to each other as co-starters at center. But let me see injury wise. I just had this, so let me pull this back up for injuries. Okay, so Sauce Gardner was back at practice. John Simpson was back at practice. Tyrod Taylor. I knew there was another guy. So Tyrod Taylor was back at practice. That was the first time he has returned to practice since late July. So massive news. I was getting a little worried with how everyone's been talking about everything and the Jets' interest in Tommy DeVito. I'm like, oh boy, what's going on here? But Tyrod returning to practice, massive news. Sauce Gardner returning to practice, and John Simpson. All massive news there from that perspective. So, woo! Bullet dodge, baby. Bullet dodge. As Yo Home says, in the same way Aaron Glenn said it, a center will be playing center. This just in, Bob. Yep, that is what old AG said. He is a man of his word. Well, let's get to a YouTube super chat real quick, then we'll get back to the phone lines. Troy Sturgis, baby, getting involved.
Wow.
How am I feeling about this week? Well, Troy, I appreciate that you're $1 away from for a raffle ticket or a contest, so I just wanted to make sure you were fully aware of that. But you have all month to be able to do it, so no rush, pal. I appreciate the super chat coming in. How am I feeling about this week? Pretty good, to be honest with you. I think the Jets match up really well against Pittsburgh. If I could pick any time of the year to face Aaron Rodgers, it would 100% be week one. He has struggled consistently. In his last 4 season openers, he has thrown 200 passing yards or fewer. Sub 200 passing yards in all 4 of those games. His touchdown to reception ratio is 1 touchdown to 4 picks, and he's lost them all. Now, the only exception that you have to remove is technically it's the baseball thing where if you start the game, you technically get the win. So for the 2023 opener that Aaron Rodgers played all of 4 minutes and 4 seconds, he gets a win technically for that. But if you remove that, because obviously he didn't play in the game, he has lost all of the season openers over the last 4 years. So he struggled and they've lost. So, hey, man, those are all good numbers for the Jets as you're facing this team. Injury-wise, we're doing really good. I feel much better now hearing those key injury updates of Sauce being good, John Simpson being good, Tyrod. At this point, they've returned to practice, which, again, is just massive news to me. It's not official on the injury report that they're all healthy and good to go, but just seeing them back at practice is massive news. So the Jets got good injury news there. I'm just feeling really good. I'm feeling real good. And there's just this element of surprise. We've never seen Tanner Engstrand call plays at the NFL level. So the Steelers have to speculate. Mike Tomlin was even talking about that during his press conference about, like, we don't know what he's going to do. So we just sort of had to guess and look at all this stuff. So they got to waste a lot of time looking at other film that some of it is going to be wasteful. So, yeah, Troy, I'm feeling really good about this game. I can't wait for it. It's a great season opener, juicy revenge game, angles all over the place. So, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Our man's back. Easy, baby. What's up, Easy?
Hey, how you doing, Paulie?
Excellent, brother. Good to see you, pal.
I'm probably going to be needing one of them parking passes. So put me down for one of them because, I'm driving up with the truck. So that'll be cool.
Quick shout out, by the way, on that, real quick, just for anyone that's coming to the game, and just like Easy, you say you will need a parking pass. When we get closer to the event, the New York Jets will provide me a special price and a link and everything, and I'll keep you guys all posted for anyone that did not do any of the parking pass stuff earlier. You will have a chance to do that at the cheapest possible price. Salute to the Jets for that. So just want to get that out there. Go ahead, Easy.
Yeah, so I got some friends in Long Island, and one of my friends, he's a big Cowboys fan, so I'm gonna I'm coming up early that week. I'm probably coming up on the 1st and
Nice.
hang out with some friends of mine. I took that week off.
Cool.
And I'm going to call up my friend Eddie and see if he wants to go to the game. I know we can't get him a ticket unless someone decides to cancel out.
Sure.
But if someone cancel, I'm going to call him and I'm going to find out if someone decides to cancel out, maybe he can get that tailgate and ticket pack. I don't know. Well, I got to talk to him. I know he's a big Cowboys fan, but I don't care. He's a really good guy. So he's not the type of guy who's going to rub it in. Yeah, and you could put him next to your pop, because then they
he'd really appreciate that, yeah.
Because then they can cry on each other's shoulders when they lose.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, yeah, baby.
At the very least, your father can use his Eddie's cowboy jersey to wipe his tears.
There you go. That's beautiful. Well, how thoughtful is he? Very thoughtful. I like that.
Yeah, I try. Sometimes I fail miserably, but I still try.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. And also I told you I had that reunion with my kids in Jersey last month on the 9th. So I'm going to try to it went really well. So I'm going to call my son Dave and see if I'm going to try to meet up with them and go to my daughter's house and see if I can hang out with my grandson again. Try to really reconnect with the family. I'm going to try to invite them down to North Carolina for Thanksgiving. That would be cool. Because my mom's 91 and she may not have that many Thanksgivings left,
Yeah, that's the unfortunate reality, right? So enjoy the time while you have it,
I tell you, that woman's probably going to outlive me. She's like iron. My mom is made out of freaking iron. And her twin sister, they're not identical twins, but they're twins, fraternal twins.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, my Aunt Max, she's 91 too, and she's still going strong. So, good gracious. Got some good genes in this family. If only I had some of them.
Yeah. Hey, wow. Okay.
I had some of those genes. But, yeah, I would love to see a 2 tight end, 2 running backs play. So what would that be? A 22 or a 2-2 or a 2-2-2 or something? I don't know. What would you call the numbers if you had 2 backs, like Braylon Allen and Brees in the backfield along with the 2 tight ends? What would that be called? Like a just jumbo package or something? Or
yeah, I was about to say, are you talking about like a pony package, or would like Braylon be serving as a fullback?
No, I'm talking like the quarterback and then the 2 running backs, next to each other, regular like 2 back, like in college, and then you have the 2 tight ends. What is that kind of thing called?
Yeah, you would have that'd be a 22 personnel.
Yeah, that would be a great package to open up against Pittsburgh, and then have it as an RPO.
Oh, yeah. But I think there's a lot of possibilities. That's what excites me offensively, is that whether it's pony package, whether it's different guys in the backfield, whether it's like, like H-back wing T action happening, there's a lot of creative ways to get people in and out of the backfield and motions and all that sort of stuff.
My question is, that new tight end we have, is he a better blocker? Yeah, is he a better blocker than Stone Smart?
Probably. I mean, because Stone Smart doesn't have the Brutus beefcake that Jelani Woods has. Like, Jelani's like 6'7", 250. So, yeah, naturally he's got more girth.
Yeah, because I would like to – because I think Stone Smart's a good receiver. I think he's got a good set of hands on him. I remember watching him in games last year when he was with the Chargers. He looked pretty good. He didn't look bad. So, but I would probably, I would probably put that guy, the new guy, and Mason Taylor, and then have Brees and Agent Zero back there, and I think that would be like, Jesus Christ! Imagine if they did a power sweep and Justin kept the ball.
Oh wow!
They'd probably just steamroll, and I would go with J.J. Watt too. I mean, T.J. Watt.
Well, JJ will be on the call, by the way. So you brought up JJ. Yeah. He'll be on the call of the game with Ryan Eagle.
I meant his brother. I'd like to see them do like a power sweep at TJ Watt.
Oh, cool.
I think that would be a good way to counter him, because he's good at backside pursuit. So I think if you could just get big bodies on him right from the get-go, and just knock them inside. Just have those guys. Oh my! Could you imagine Allen leading Brees, leading Justin Fields?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just to open up the game, just to like a little smash mouth right from the beginning, just going, "This is what we're going to do to you today." Bang!
I like that. Establish the tone, establish the identity.
Right. Yeah. All right. Anyway, next guy up.
All right, there we go. Easy, baby. Easy. Let's go. Hey, look at this. We've got some memberships being gifted. Our boy DNY for life, Devin. I can't wait to meet him and his awesome family. They're coming to the tailgate. They're coming to the meet and greet. They're coming to it all, baby. 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club. Let's go. More means we get a double dip. Some of this.
Here's what I do know. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
And I promised it for Austrian. Here we go.
Kevin James. I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
We've got a 4-way tie for first place in our raffle this month with, count 'em, 5 memberships gifted from our boy DNY for life, a.k.a. Devin. Here are the 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Man with the jet tattoo. Welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club, brother. Good to see you. RR Jets, Jets for life. Devin Chafin, Ja_Hearn. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club, and shout out to RR Jets. We love seeing you in here, so booyah. A 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. What a historic show as the memberships continue to bleep and flow, baby. Let's friggin' go. Again, we're fired up, baby, as we should be for this game. Yeah, Jelani Woods, by the way, the Jets beat got their first look at him, sort of running around. Here, I'll see if I could get some quick footage of old Jelani Woods here. There was a couple of clips out there in the social media universe. Here he is. All right, this won't appetize you much, but this is just Jelani Woods over and over again. So let me pop this up on the screen real quick from practice yesterday. I mean, he is a big boy. He is absolutely a big boy. Look at this guy. Okay, let's pull this up. Here is Jelani. Okay. Here you go. He is 86. Good Lord. Look at the size of this guy. Yeah. Yeah. He a blocker, receiver, it all. Unbelievable. By the way, speaking of all these tight ends here, so I'm really excited about Jelani. He's an intriguing dart throw for the Jets at tight end. The unofficial depth chart came out. And Jeremy Ruckert is tight end 1. What in the bleeping world is going on here? Hopefully that's just some nonsense. But as long as Mason Taylor is getting the action, that's all that matters. So hopefully he is getting the rock. I think he should be a big part of this passing offense early and often, and hopefully that continues. But yeah, Jeremy Ruckert was listed as tight end 1 on the unofficial depth chart. I say unofficial because the communication staff puts this together, but we'll see. DJ Dirty Cooch says it would be nice to get Darnell Washington. Yeah, he's a big boy, Georgia kid, massive. I think he's still on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster. A really good run blocker, obviously with his size. The receiving game is sort of interesting. So, yeah, Darnell Washington could be an interesting guy for the future if and whenever he shakes free. That could be fascinating for sure. Let's answer a couple more of your questions, and then we'll sign off. Like I said, we've got a ton of content coming today, and I'll get some articles out and some more action happening here. We'll be live again at 11 o'clock with NFL insider Matt Lombardo. We got Jake Asman after that in the early afternoon, and then in the early afternoon after that, we have Alex Kozora. So very, very busy day coming up here for sure. Let's answer a few more questions here to wrap up. I don't know. WW7PZ says Nick Folk is going to be a difference for the Jets. Think about all the games. Mark Sanchez said this during his interview on the Rich Eisen show. The Jets lost at least 3 games based on special teams last year, and it might have even been more. I mean, Greg Zuerlein was awful, and it would be nice to have some reliability at kicker, so I couldn't agree more. He's terrific. Dave Briga. Jelani Woods' problem has been off injured. Yes, he has been off and injured. The last 2 years are season-ending injuries. 2 years ago, it was the hamstrings that bothered him all year long, and last year he had toe surgery. Last 2 years gone, the lost injury. But in the preseason this year, he had 7 catches for 75 yards and showed that he was healthy, and the Jets get that opportunity. Alon says, I love Ian Eagle. He's one of my favorites, even though that isn't his real name. What? Alon, are you dropping a bomb on me? Let me look up Ian Eagle here. What is Ian Eagle's real name? On the internet, it says it's his real name. And his son, Noah, I know his son, Noah, because he was here in school and was in studio. Eagle was born to entertain her parents, Jack Eagle and Monica Maurice. What are you talking about, Lon? Is there some information you have on Ian Eagle? Who, by the way, I really enjoy. Ian Eagle is one of my favorite broadcasters. But everything on the internet says that is his name that I saw. So not his name. What in the world? Could that be? Could that be something, apparently? On Ian Eagle. Wow. Let's go to Mac, a.k.a. Mahar Khalil. How is the Steelers' run game? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. They lost Najee Harris this offseason. And he goes to L.A. They have Jaylen Warren, who they just extended on a 2-year deal this week. They have Caleb Johnson, the rookie. So the running game's pretty good. Jalen's he's not going to just destroy you with normal running back stuff. He's versatile. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball to the backfield. They can screen game you to death. So there's a lot of different things that come to the table there as it pertains to the Steelers run game. It's something they're going to have to be on top of, Mahar. Let's go to a super chat coming in here, baby. Let's bleep and go.
Wow.
Number one Austrian Jet fan, now seizing first place in our raffle. He now has 6 raffle tickets so far this month, so appreciate it. Thank you very much, because this is a $2 Euro super chat, which translates to a normal $3 here in the United States of America. So, number one Austrian Jet fan, you now jump into first place for our contest. So thank you very much for your contributions, and the updated banner just took place there. So again, you are represented in the number one hole. So let me add that into your previous combinations here as well. Beautiful. But yes, I appreciate the shout out here. 50-50 raffle for the Wounded Warrior Project. I'll throw this image up on screen. And thank you guys so much for all your support to this. This has been absolutely terrific. It's a cause that's very close to my heart. If you guys are just joining us and you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it here on the program. And Austrian, just so I can show the full image here, I'll take off your comment here for a second. My father, military blood runs throughout my veins. My father spent 20 years in the United States Navy. My brother was in the Marines for 4 years. My uncles were in the Army. Military is all over the place in my life. And this is such an important cause, an important cause. My father, as you know, I'm on the show Hop on Pop, is doing a Wounded Warrior Project 50-50 raffle. And here's what's happening. All the money that's donated to my father on Venmo or PayPal, his Venmo is at Paul-Esden, and his PayPal is at HopOnPop22, no spaces. Or no hyphen, spaces, underscores, or anything. Again, Venmo, Paul-Esden, Paul-Esden, or PayPal at HopOnPop22, all lowercase, all together. Any money that is donated to my father between right now and the next month, a month from tomorrow, Saturday, October 4th through midnight, 50% of the proceeds will go to the Wounded Warrior Project. 50% of the proceeds will go to whoever that winner is. We'll select that winner randomly at the tailgate live. We'll spin a wheel and we'll find out who that winner is. And all you have to do to be eligible to win half of that money is donate a single dollar. Raffle tickets are $1 a piece. If you donate $100, you get 100 raffle tickets. You donate $1, you get 1 raffle ticket, and that's how it works. So hopefully you guys can raise even more than $1. But if everyone, think about this, right? We're closing on 8,000 subscribers. My dad said this. If everyone donated $1, we would have $8,000 basically to this raffle. So think about it from that perspective with that many subscribers on the channel. So If everyone does a little bit, it could help. If a few of you do a lot, that also helps. Right now, we're around $800 in terms of donations since we've started this, which is terrific. Getting over 1,000 would be awesome. So hopefully at some point we're able to do that. So you guys can Venmo or PayPal my father. And the reason why we're using Venmo or PayPal versus YouTube is because YouTube takes out hefty fees out, and we don't want to be taking away what could be donated to charity. Venmo or PayPal does not have those fees. So that's why, by the way, to explain it for people. And if for some reason Venmo or PayPal does not work for you and you need some other form or fashion, please reach out to me and we'll figure it out. If you want to donate to this cause, but you don't want to use Venmo or PayPal, we'll try to figure it out if you guys want to do this. Again, this is just massive. And I would say this, for the number one donator, whoever donates the most money of anybody, okay, you will get a special prize pack of autographed items. And I'll let my dad reveal that when he's ready to reveal that of all those items that it's going to be. Because as we saw even last month, our number one Austrian Jet fan by far had the most raffle tickets of 200 plus, but he didn't win the prize pack that we had offered. Sometimes that happens. That's why I recommend everybody to always get involved in all of our raffles, because you never know. You just want a ticket to the dance. But what we wanted to do, me and my father talked about this, something special for whoever donates the most money in our Wounded Warrior raffle. We wanted to make sure we give him a prize because it's for charity and it's really cool. So that's what's going on. If you guys have it in your hearts, if you have it in your pockets to be able to donate, please, I would love for you to donate to this cause. My father, on a week-to-week basis, he joins us every Saturday. We'll give an update on, he will show who donated the most or what have you. And you can be anonymous if you prefer. Obviously, that would take you out for the top donator or what have you if you don't want that public. But you guys can donate however you want. Any money sent this way would be amazing. It's an amazing cause. This has meant a lot to me for a long time. Our warriors that go out there to defend our freedom, so I can do a silly jet show at 7:30 in the morning, or you guys can do whatever you want in the universe. The way they come in is not the way they come out when they serve our country. And the Wounded Warrior Project helps those individuals that come back that are compromised in a variety of ways, physically, mentally, spiritually. And that's what this charity is all about. So again, anyone, if you do have the financial means to do so, it would mean a lot if you can do that. NC Green says, if you've ever attended a Wounded Warrior event, you would donate right now. I've gotten to do several events with Wounded Warrior Project around football events, and pretty special. Alon says, off topic, BG, your partner and I interviewed Iron Eagle years ago. Well, Alon, we're going to be live with your old buddy Jim Lurch at 11 o'clock here on this channel, so please bring that up. That would be awesome. I'd love to hear more on that story. We're going to have Matt Lombardo for like the first 20 or 30 minutes, and then we're going to have another 20 or 30 minutes of just hemming and hawing around. So, yeah, make sure you definitely ask that. We'll put that aside and make sure we talk about it. So, thank you, Alon. I'm curious to hear that story. For Lily here with a massive super chat coming in.
Wow.
Thank you for the $20 super chat. Our boy, for Lily here, who says, Wounded Warrior is a great foundation. Please help our servicemen. They need our help, and they absolutely do. We have, in terms of help from the universe, right? We've always taken their help, take their help. But now they need us. They've fought for us to allow us to have the freedoms that we have, and now it's our turn to return the favor. That's how I view it anyway. The military, again, very important to all of us and everything that we do. And I appreciate that, Flora Lily. So thank you so much for sending that along. And we will add that to your raffle total. You are now tied for first place with 6 raffle tickets for our contest. And you're $1 away, of course, from another raffle ticket yourself. So thank you very much and appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate all you guys that have supported, whether it's our charity efforts or our fun raffles. Either way, you guys always are in the mix, and that's always meant a lot to me. So I appreciate it. All right, guys. You know what? We have a lot going on here on the channel. We have a lot of content coming up. Shout out again to our boy for Lily. Again, you got 6 raffle tickets, and you're $1 away from another raffle ticket on this contest. Shout out to the 300 people in the room, baby. And we've got 120 of those 300 here on YouTube. So, guys, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We're live every single day at 7:30 in the morning. And today, boy, we're going to have a ton of content here on the YouTube channel. Again, I will be back on in a little bit at 11 o'clock because we've got NFL Insider Matt Lombardo. We'll have Jim Lurch. We're doing another live show. Alex Gazora of Steelers Depot. He'll be joining us. I think that one's at like 2 or 3 o'clock, but Boy Green Coffee Club members will get that interview 24 hours before anyone else. And then Jake Asman will also be on the Man Shot Show with Boy Green Digital Channel as well, coming up here on the show. J-Boy asking any updates on the new hats. Again, I'm hoping that I get an update here to give you guys the new merch shop that's going to be available. I would love it before week 1. We'll see if my family, who is my aunt, actually, she's going to be my new merch person. I'm hoping that that can get all locked in before week 1, but I'll 100% keep you guys posted as well from that perspective. J-Boy, thank you, and others for asking about the new merch shop. All right, quickly, let's get one last call in. Indy Jets. There's no better way to end a Boy Green Daily, baby. What's going on?
Good morning, BT. Hey, real quick, I'll make it real quick.
Yeah.
Everybody, all this hate on Michael Clemens. How many penalties did he commit? How many penalties did he commit last year?
How many penalties? Are you talking about accepted penalties or just penalties?
How many penalties, period, did he get? Was he a result of last year?
My guess would be
17 games.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, everybody's talking about how many. How
5 to
bad
7, maybe.
2.
According
to the stats that I found, 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, come on. It's some of this hate is just a little more than necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was more than that too. I thought it was closer to 7. But
yeah,
the 2 penalties I found was the stats was Vera Tucker had 4. So maybe there's just some of that hate for Clemens is they may have been ill-timed and stood out more, but I think some of the hate for him is a little on the ridiculous side. He's the defensive end 3. And most people want him off the team. Defensive end 3, they want him off the team based off of 2 penalties. That's a little ridiculous. So I was looking for that stat all morning. Yeah. So and that's all. I'll keep it short and sweet. We don't need to keep going. But hey, we look forward to it's coming up soon.
It's coming. I can't wait, Indy. It's gonna be again. It's a month and 2 days away. Which is wild to say, a month and 2 days. Like, that's tomorrow. Like, oh, my God. It's going to be here before you know it. I see Austrians asking about stickers. I don't know. Let me. This one. I think, yeah, let's see. I think they would. So I got these, like, magnet things. So we have these, like, Boy Green magnets. And I believe these are Boy Green stickers. So, yes. We'll try to get you some stickers, number one Austrian Jet fan. We'll try to get you some stickers in the merch shop. My aunt has a lot of great ideas for cool merch stuff we're going to be doing in the future. So cheers to you and the Boy Green Coffee Club mug, of course. Ding. Very nice. Good quality, too. Where that was. Yeah, Austrian. So we'll try to get you some of that as well, my friend. Stickers and all the rest. She has some great ideas too of other stuff. So we'll be loading up, and it should be a brand new merch store. One of the big reasons I want a different merch store is we've had a lot of problems from you guys in the universe saying you want to support the show and buy a Boy Green hat or this, that, or the other. And the current Teespring or whatever the hell it's called has had a lot of issues with shipping and crap like that. That bothers me. I take a lot of pride in anything that I present to you guys as things that you can use to support the show. So we're going to clean that shit up and make sure that it's a much better experience. So it should be a lot of fun. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Hopefully before week 1, but we are rapidly, obviously, running out of time. So hopefully we can get that cleaned up ASAP. We got another super chat coming in. Let's show this up from our boy Easy.
Wow.
Easy with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, pal. You're $1 away from another for a raffle ticket this month, which we appreciate. So thank you, Easy, for this. And perhaps he's right. Better coaching equals better Michael Clements. There may be something to that. Obviously, the Jet staff believes in his talent and the traits and things he brings to the table more than just the people out in the universe. So we will see. Again, he is defensive end 3 right now on the team, with Jermaine Johnson likely on a pitch count. We'll see if that is true. He's going to be getting a lot of run against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we'll see if better coaching does mean a better Michael Clements. More to that to see, but great super chat coming in there from EZ. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back on in about 2 hours and change for NFL Insider Matt Lombardo. I'll be working on some articles in between then. Thanks, everybody, and we got more coming here on the Boy Green YouTube channel. We'll see ya.